Welcome back to the final 9 holes of the 2019 Battle at Bachelor. I'm Ian Anderson, joined by Ben Baker. Man, Central Oregon, it's awesome, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, gotta love it. Beautiful place. Boy, mountains, lakes, rivers, beer. Got lots of great stuff here.
It's got it all, man. And it has a sweet temp course they put up on Mount Bachelor. It's up, what you said, it's just up like a week a year, basically?
Yeah, that's all we really do have access to. Of course, in the winter, operates as kind of long-distance skiing, cross-country skiing, I should say. And you go up on the mountain, you can snowboard and ski. It's a very hot spot for that. But in the summer, transforms into, for 1 week, a disc golf course. There's also a summer course that you can play higher up on the mountain. But we played the tournament on this one.
Cool. We got 9 holes left to go. We got a tie at the top with Lewis and Scott, and we're on hole 10.
Yeah, you remember the never-ending story, Ian?
Uh-huh.
This is the never-ending disc golf hole.
It's kind of shaped like a dragon, even.
It's got a little bit of that, yeah. Boy, it's only 960, but you will see that the scores are generally pretty high. In fact, 6.2 was the average among MPO, the hardest hole on the course. This hole does a lot of winding, as you say, like a dragon.
Wow.
It's been changed since last year. We're now teeing off from the right side. Previously was on the left. And kind of calls for this big sort of turnover flex shot. Or you can do what Scott does and kind of just try to put himself on the fairway with a forehand. However, he does put it a little wide and not quite the ideal result.
Yeah, almost did it. He's might be close enough to make something work. Mm-hmm. Chris also likes the forehand play.
Yeah, I remember I practiced this hole, and it seemed like, of course, I'm a forehand player, but it just seemed like the right play. But then you see Chris skips off into the woods there, and that's not so good either.
No.
I remember the wind was starting to pick up about this time.
Yeah, you can see the branches start to rustle.
And of course, we had a little bit of a wait here, being that it's such a long hole, and people can be all over the place on it.
Gotcha. Justin puts one right in the middle, though.
Yeah, well done.
Nicely done by him, trying to chase down the leaders.
Always the key to success on a super long hole is put yourself in the fairway, right?
Accurate. There is Nathan trying to fade back in the middle.
Really got the wind under that and almost came all the way back, but
yeah,
worked out all right.
Yeah, we'll see what they got coming up.
Oh, man, Scott's got a huge left turn to deal with here because the fairway's just winding hard left from there, but wow, what a shot.
That was beautiful.
Just put it on a hard forehand Anheuser line, but it worked out. Justin likes these shots as well. This looks great.
This is piped.
Yeah, got some glide to it. Does end up a little bit left, but not bad at all.
Okay. Nathan, close enough to the fairway to make something work.
Certainly. Kind of a tough stance.
Yeah, kind of got that tree in his follow-through as well.
Really a very rough stance. And, yeah, he pretty much had no option but to whack that thing.
Yeah, it looks short, but they're still hard.
Send us the medical bill.
I know, man. Ouch. But don't really. Don't do that.
No.
Here is Chris's second.
And nicely done.
Okay.
Off to the left a little.
Seems to be a popular spot over there.
Yeah, there's some woods to deal with.
Yep. Lewis, after a pretty good drive, and not the worst spot.
Yeah, just another kind of tough standstill stance sort of required there.
Yeah.
And finds himself amongst the roots.
Let's see if he can find his way out, hopefully in a minute here.
Nathan with an opportunity to pull off a big turnover shot here, and he does have that action.
Nice.
Yeah, sitting himself down. He's going to be a little left of the fairway, but not in a bad spot at all. Scott's got a great look down the fairway from here. An opportunity to run up as well. However, I think the wind got a hold of that one, and somehow he cuts through a lot of stuff, but not all of it.
Okay. So he'll be throwing 4 from in there?
Boy, I lost count already.
I think so. I know, man. It's ridiculous. Here's Chris throwing his third, I'm pretty sure.
And that looks great. Is it going to come back? It will. And he should be able
Chris.
to pitch up from there, I think, for par.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
And, boy, par is playing great. There were only 2 birdies on this hole all weekend.
Wow.
And one of them actually came from an AM. It was pretty cool.
Here's Lewis's third. Hopefully getting in position for an up and down 5. Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Justin, this will be his third as well. Going, wow.
Yeah, that big towering Anheuser forehand. I love the shot, and doesn't get him all the way there, but he's in great position.
No, that was good. He's in the middle, easy up and down. You'll take it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Nathan, I believe we're looking at his 4th right now.
Sounds about right. And that's just going to come up a little short left, kick roll, and sits. He'll have a putt.
Yeah, long bid for the 5.
Here's Scott's look. Ugh.
Oh, wow, this is worse than I thought.
Right. This is not an easy shot.
No.
Oh, man, he almost nailed it.
Yeah, got a late tree there. Hopefully he can find a putt out. We're looking at Justin's 4th.
This is going to drop. Ooh, almost in the basket.
Hey, that's a good 5.
Yeah.
Lewis looking for a good 5 as well. Also a little farther out than I thought, but a clean window.
Yeah. Oh, off the cage.
Come on. Don't roll backwards.
Don't do it. No.
Oh, my God.
He's left with a tester.
Oh, poor Lewis. That would have been so sick, man.
Oh, yeah.
Just caught the top of the back cage there.
Yeah.
Brutal. Nathan, I believe for a par save. It's going to turn to hopefully a 6.
Not bad. I took an 8 in practice.
I believe it, man. This thing is a bear. Oh, Withers. Nasty par save.
He's so good with that step putt.
He is, man. When it's on, it is just automatic.
It just seems like it doesn't affect his normal style at all. It just, a little extra leverage.
Mm-hmm.
Really
yeah, sure.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, huh? It doesn't. The rest of it, like his arm swing, doesn't change much.
Right. It's kind of the idea, right? You don't really want to screw up your normal style.
Yeah. Makes a ton of sense. Lewis, nice to see him get the par after that nasty roll away.
Good putt. It's a shame he needed to have a good putt there, but
it is.
He made it happen.
Oh man, that would have been cool. Chris, good par at him. Man, this card played this hole well, Ben.
They sure did. Yeah.
It's to be expected.
The rest of the field, not so much. No,
not so much.
The rest of the field played it fine. It's just, it really is that hard. It's a par 6, basically.
Yeah.
Gnarly hole.
No doubt about that one. Nathan dropping off a little bit with the bogey. We still got Scott and Lewis sitting at first, sitting at 10 down. Looks like Justin's still 2 back as we head into 11.
Here we move into a brand new hole. If you see off to the right there, you can't really see from the drone, but that's where a lot of people will play it. We saw our flight director showing us sort of the drawn up route, sort of a 2-shot through the trees, and Lewis with a brand new route. Oh, man. And it didn't work.
No, not so much. Oh, no.
So this one, they said, 4th easiest hole on the course, but it also had the most birdies, meaning that some people also kind of got into trouble on this one.
Okay, that's interesting.
So Lewis was basically going for the eagle because it is only 480 and it's downhill. But that route is full of trees where he went. And a lot of players are opting to just do this. Pitch up a little forehand, maybe like an 80-foot forehand off the tee, and then you've got a clean look up the path.
Interesting.
Otherwise, you could probably get there doing about 200-foot shots. One downhill and then another one uphill. Huh. And it's kind of pick your poison.
It's placed well there for Chris. And that is Nathan.
Yeah, just putting that on the path.
Mm-hmm.
And shock it to that.
And here is where Lewis ended up.
Yep. Uh-oh. But, oh my goodness. Okay. Missing a lot of trees.
How is
and
this
then
still
a lot more.
What? Shut up, Lewis.
Oh, let's see it again. This might be the shot of the weekend right here.
I thought I was going to hit a tree like 10 times, man.
Yeah.
How did this thing clean?
And misses that one and that one and that one and that one. That's just how he drew it up.
Seeing eye disc, man. Nice shot, Lewis.
The best part about it is, you couldn't have known where to practice that shot from. I'm sure that's the first time he's thrown it from exactly that spot.
Yeah, he could have lost the tournament on this hole if that went badly.
Yep, and he may have won it on this hole.
Right? Yeah.
As we see, that's not probably going to be a birdie.
No, that's a longer putt.
And, this is a really tough shot. He's probably not going to get the birdie unless he really nails it.
Yeah, it's an awkward stance there.
It turns out a little left. The other guys on the path have a much cleaner look, but it's certainly not a gimme.
No, not at all. Justin?
This looks pretty good. And I think that's just a little right. Okay. Yeah, he didn't quite get as far left as he wanted, but Little tester putt.
Nathan, but got about the same look.
Yep. And this one looks like it's maybe got a little too much hyzer. And yeah, he's a little short.
Still putting though.
Yeah.
Chris has got a long look for the bird.
Through the trees. Ooh, it's a cool
Wow.
look, but just a little left. And
Scott.
here's Scott for birdie.
Kind of needs this to keep pace as close as Lewis is.
Yeah. And no,
And that's
even
not going to do it.
close. No.
Nathan for his birdie.
Funky Anheuser looking. Oh, man, he had it so centered, but just a little high.
Yeah, great bid there. Justin coming back for his 3.
Downhill putt. Oh,
Oh.
no. I remember
That's what he wants back.
Downhill, nose down. But, yeah, it's easier said than done sometimes.
Yep. Let's see if Lewis can swoop the lead.
Oh, he
Yeah,
does. Sneaks
buddy.
in. A little half toilet bowl action.
Way to take advantage of that second shot.
Yeah.
Chris will be saving the par here. They're giving it a good bid for the birdie.
Yeah. And sure enough, the number 1 birdie hole on the course only provides us with 1 birdie, and it's with the wackiest route you've ever seen.
Truth. And there are some cleanups for par.
Yeah, we'll be moving on to 12 in a minute. Tight wooded hole.
Mm-hmm.
In
And
the
there's Lewis
meantime-
with that 1-stroke lead.
We have a new leader.
Yeah, cool to see. It's not easy to beat Scott up here, and he's doing it right now. See if he can hold on. Hole 12 is up next.
Yeah, an extremely tight wooded shot. I kind of call this a gauntlet because the drone doesn't really reflect it, but the last 4 trees kind of provide a little chute for you to go through. Probably the last 50 feet of the 250-foot hole.
Huh.
However, a lot of players will go around to the right side, as it looks like Lewis is doing here. And great shot. Those trees might come into the way of his putt, but really he just nailed that shot.
Yeah, hopefully he's close enough he can figure something out.
Boy,
Scott going the thumber.
I think Scott threw a TL on this shot last year.
Really?
Very
No, he
unusual
got-
shot for a thumber, but
Hey,
he kind of did another good one there.
yeah, not bad at all. Chris with the forehand play. We've seen 3 different shots here. Kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, but that does not really work out.
No. Justin, is he going to go overhand?
I remember
He
this being
is.
a pretty awkward forehand line. Yeah, similar to Scott's, but looks like maybe he caught something early.
Yeah. Nathan?
I think Nathan's throwing a Thunderbird here.
Ooh,
And
nice shot.
just about thunders it through the gauntlet. I think he's through the first half of it.
Okay.
Oh,
Chris trying to
man.
putt
What a
through.
kick.
Almost kicked. It looked like it was going to kick in for a second.
Oh, wow.
It was a shank of a putt that worked out great.
Yep.
There's Justin's bid. That's going to turn to a par. Scott needs this with Lewis pretty close.
Right. Oh, man.
That went
It looked
through
like
the
it went right
basket.
through the basket. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Must have just dodged right around it. Nathan?
Oh, no. Dead center, just like an inch low.
I wanted that birdie for him. See if Lewis can get a 2-stroke lead. Yes, he can.
Yeah. Great putt. And wow, 2 strokes on Scott. Chris making the bag off decision. Scott says, I'll go.
It's a good decision to make most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You never want to second guess your putt, but then again, you don't want to miss with the bag on.
No.
And a little friendly gamesmanship between the Andersons there.
Uh-huh.
Nathan's saying, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Didn't see you. Justin says, it's all good.
Nice.
I'm paraphrasing, but yeah.
There's Lewis with another birdie. He is now 6 down on the round after a slow start and sitting with a 2-stroke lead. I'll be looking at hole 13 here. I like this one, Ben. It's cool.
Yeah, our TD Mike Bayshore loves to call this a putter hole, but of course he throws putters really well. There he was.
I can see it,
actually,
though.
eyeing it from the stump. It does have a nice sort of like smooth turnover finish line,
Mm-hmm.
but for most of us, it's probably more like a mid fairway. For me, it's a forehand because I always throw forehands. But this hole I have a real tough time with. There's not a very clean forehand line. It really plays well for smooth turnover or this.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's great for a thumber.
Yeah, you really want something finishing right because it slopes off very quickly to the left of the basket.
Yeah, and a thumber won't usually dive as hard as a forehand would to the right.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Just more straight down.
Yeah.
Here is Chris.
This looks
Maybe
pretty
going-
textbook, but maybe just a little too far right. And
Yeah.
it's a slide. He'll have a putt.
Almost had it.
This does look like a putter, maybe. Maybe a mid.
Oh, this is a great pull.
But the way Justin throws, I wouldn't be shocked to find it to be a putter.
Dude, he's got some great form,
In
man.
fact, hits our cameraman in the... No, I'm just kidding. But our cameraman did have to jump out of the way. Shouts out to Elijah Rydell doing an absolutely fantastic job.
Seriously,
on the catch
huge
cam.
thanks.
Yeah. And I still kick back to the fairway off Nathan's drive.
Yeah. Lewis with a long bid. Might need this to hold on to his two-stroke lead with Scott so close. But he's going to end up with a par. Likely score for Chris, too. Yeah, he wanted no business with the drop-off there.
Right. Just a little half go.
Yep. Nathan, slightly less scary bid, but not much.
Oh, my God.
Man.
Jeez. He's had so many that were just like an inch one way or the other.
So true. Justin, after just a beautiful drive. A little too much, though.
Oh,
And
man. That was really
not-
close, too.
It was just not quite enough on the comeback putt. Here is Scott to get within one of Lewis. Big putt here. Yep.
Indeed it was. That was a birdie he needed to get.
Yeah, Lewis is looking pretty good for a minute. They're starting to pull away.
But still in the enviable position of having a stroke on Scott Withers coming down the stretch.
Yep.
5 holes to go.
Yep. One of my favorite facts about the Nava brothers is you know what they do for work? Have I told you this before?
I don't think so.
They are window watchers on like high rise
Oh,
like
man.
skyscrapers in downtown Portland.
That's scary.
I know. I'd be so frightened, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Such a random job. I love it.
Yeah.
There is Scott picking up a stroke on Lewis as we head into 14.
Yeah, hole 14, a big par 4 up the mountain here. You can see a lot of first shots do end up drives around there, and the second shot plays for a nice flex forehand up the hill if you can kind of find that gap there. Pretty
Cool.
tricky hole. 8th easiest, but then again, it's a pretty hard birdie.
Scott on the box after the birdie.
Yeah, you
This
really
looks
want to
great.
just kind of float this right, and he does. He's not way up the fairway. It's kind of a conservative play, but given his big forehand, I bet he can give that a run for the bird.
Makes a ton of sense. Lewis going for a little bit more than Scott, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely cut off more, but he also cut some trees on the right side of the fairway.
It's going to make for a tougher upshot.
Yeah,
It's there, though.
yeah.
Chris,
Chris launched
See
one
ya.
of his destroyers, I think, here.
this is piped.
It's actually not, I think, the blue one that he throws on a lot of holes, but it might be something else. He certainly
looked-
threw it really far.
That was great.
He found a way through all those trees, and oh my gosh, he's just got a little chip shot from there.
Yeah, easy up and down birdie.
Wow.
Justin ripping up the forehand.
Oh, it kisses
a-
off the tree? That may
a
have been
nice one.
fortunate, yeah.
I think so. Put him in the middle at least. Nathan?
This one's got the height to get far enough right, but I think he's going to come out a little early, yeah.
Yeah. Blame that on the elevation.
So this is going to be a big shot from here in tough footing. And nice, clean hyzer play. That'll give him an easy 4.
Yeah. Taking his medicine, as it were.
Yeah.
Here's that forehand play you called out for Scott.
Yeah, looks like he was trying to line this up, and he got what he wanted, and it flipped over and stuck.
Perfectly done. So Lewis going for the overhand play here.
Yeah,
I guess he doesn't have much else, does he?
maybe a big forehand kind of flex, but I don't know. If he's more comfortable with the overhand, I'd go with that.
Looks like a thumber.
Yeah, but it just kind of never really panned all the way out, and he finds
Yeah.
himself down on the path.
You can tell he's not super comfortable with that, you know?
No, and just the footing was so rough, and the trees there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Scott was shorter, but he had the better look.
definitely. There is Justin with the forehand play, hoping for some flex. Gets it late.
You just kind of want to get up and over that log. It makes all the difference. So he's going to have a tough putt from there.
Chris, and he's got a window.
Oh, no. It looked so good.
It did. Just that one tree he needed to beat there. Nathan, a long bid.
Yeah, really just playing it clean, taking his 4.
Yep. That'll work. Chris, a little bit closer, about the same deal, though.
Nails it.
Dang.
Great putt.
Nice birdie.
Let's see.
That's a scary one, too, man. You could get a roll away pretty easily.
Oh, yeah. There is that log there, but it does slope down around to the side of it.
Lewis, big putt here. Needs this to keep his lead.
Yeah. Oh, good bid, but I don't know how much the camera reflects it. This is a pretty steep hill.
It looks like it. Justin?
Oh, just about an inch low. That looked well centered.
It did. There is Scott taking a share of the lead again.
Yes. There it is.
Yep. Let Lewis get a 2-stroke lead and then chase him down the next 2 holes.
Ugh, that's Scott doing Scott things.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else cleaning up here. I believe most of these will be for par, if not all of them.
And here we go, all tied up with 4 holes to go.
Yep. Some nice birdies out of Scott and Chris. And there is those dueling 12s, Lewis and Scott. We're looking at hole 15. What's our pro play here, Ben?
Oh, we see our own Bryce Weaver modeling the forehand flex line, although he came up a little short with that. The idea is to wrap around these 2 trees and put it right there in the pit.
Yeah, nice little green it's got. I like it.
Yeah.
Looks like Scott's going to go thumber with the Champ Firebird.
I think he nailed this shot the year before. He's going for it again. Oh, man, that looks great. Wow, he almost aced it.
Buzzing the tower.
Oh, my gosh, let's see it again. Oh, just the shape of this. Carving around, just so clean. You could tell it's just what he wanted.
Ooh,
oh
right over the bucket.
Yeah.
Great shot, Scott. He has turned it on. Chris, the forehand, more traditional play. Looks great, though.
Yeah. Oh, he just gets caught up by those 2 trees. But he will have a nice putt there, probably just about circle's edge.
See what Lewis has got for us here. It seems like a tougher one for him.
Certainly. Oh, my gosh. He was going for this big turnover line.
Dang it.
I've actually seen people successful going straight at it through that kind of gap in the trees.
Yeah, that seems like a safer play almost.
Yeah. I mean, you're like kind of less likely to get the birdie, but you stay out of the trouble that Lewis is going to find himself in.
Exactly. Justin with a great forehand there, getting real close.
But of course,
birdie range.
You know, Lewis, having seen Scott pretty much park it, is probably thinking he needs to birdie as well.
That's true. There's the pressure. Nathan coming up a little bit short. Lewis trying to get in position to just lose 1 stroke to Scott.
This is really a do or die type of shot right here.
Mm-hmm.
And he slides up and over and into the pit.
Nice shot.
What
Lewis.
a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super clutch.
Yeah, fortunate to only lose 1 after that drive.
All right.
Nathan pitching up a little bit short, but still looking at a par.
Yeah.
Chris, see if we can drop in the bird.
Oh.
Dropped it a little too soon. Justin?
This is the par look, right? Or is that bird?
That's
no,
birdie,
that's
man.
bird. That was birdie.
Yeah, he had a great
thinking that just had their. I think it was Nathan's has a par look.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Andersons confused again.
Here is that par look.
Here's Ian.
Yes. Oh, bouncing it in.
Good putty.
Nicely. I'll take it. Yeah. Lewis for the par.
Speaking of jobs, Nathan known to be one of the head honchos over at Pizza Mondo, the hot pizza spot in Bend.
Nice.
If you're in town, go check it out.
Also go to Bevel Brewing, too.
Yeah, I mean, you can't miss that. Of course, you see the title sponsor up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, owned by the Dosses, Nate and Valerie.
Yep.
Got to get in there and get your beer.
Absolutely. Not to be overlooked there, though, was Scott getting a nice birdie and getting a stroke lead over Lewis. Justin moving up a little bit as well. We're heading into 16.
Yeah, one of the easier par 4s on the course. You really probably just want to stay on that path on the left side and hopefully get far enough to hook around these trees with a forehand or an Anheuser and put yourself right on that cliff edge. Even though this plays is the easiest hole on the course, there is a lot of trouble to get into. If you don't stay on the path, things can kind of get hairy.
I believe Scott is ripping out one of his destroyers.
And that is heading towards the forest where, he is in a bit of trouble there.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean, you can see there's quite a few trees.
Okay.
Cut off a lot of distance, but it's going to be a tough upshot.
Wow.
Steve Aliberti, our photographer, getting a face full of dust there.
Justin putting it. I've never seen that before. Have you?
Moving the mat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of a little bit of maybe Steve just can't get enough dust in the face. I just love that. But I think there are a few rocks underneath the mat, and they were kind of trying to avoid that.
Gotcha. Chris on the box? Or the mat, as it were?
Right.
Oh.
Ooh, and a kick towards that pit I spoke of. And, yeah, it's really tough to get up and down for the birdie from there.
It looks like it. Lewis, good opportunity here with Scott slightly out of position.
It's kind of the thing is this plays as the easiest hole because it is a par 4. It would play as a very hard par 3.
Sure.
You could call it that, but it'd be a pretty burly par 3.
That it would.
I mean, you're not really getting the 2 on this one.
How's Lewis looking over there?
I think he's a little bit off to the left, but not bad. Better than Scott.
Nathan?
And up the fairway. Yeah, that's actually a great spot to be.
Cool.
Justin just show that big forehand line. Oh, that's just beautifully thrown. Yeah. You can see this is a taste of that pit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there was a window there, but just that one hanging branch caught him.
Sure did. That's so annoying. Here is Nathan with the forehand play. Don't see that out of him too much, but decently done.
Yeah, he was in great position, but kind of sawed that off a little bit. It's actually going to be a tough putt because he's on that cliff face.
Oh, gotcha. Lewis trying to put it close. Leave it short?
A little short.
Chris?
Oh, Chris almost nails it.
Almost getting the improbable birdie.
And then
so here's where Scott...
Yeah, he's in the pit. It's a tough line.
He got pretty good distance, though.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's why he's got the Withers Gator.
Yeah.
Throwing shots like that.
Get kicks like that.
Yeah, yep. Well, he knows how to kick.
He does. Lewis, this is a big putt right here, man.
Absolutely.
Can't let it get away from him with only 2 to go. Oh no.
Gosh.
That.
He wanted it. He wasn't short.
Like, kind of feels like the tournament, but you can't call it, but that was a big moment.
It's too early to say, but he did really need that putt.
Yep.
And you have to assume Scott's putting this in.
Oh, yeah. All day.
Yeah.
Chris cleans up the 4. Lewis will as well. And so we'll just... sorry, Nathan.
It's an easy mistake to make. Apologies to all Andersons out there.
I know. They even kind of look alike, like generic white dudes with beards.
Yeah, and similar
glasses,
builds.
The hats. Yeah. They're not doing us favors. Love you guys. Hole 17, par 3, 400. This is a good pump. We got Obi on the right on this one, right, Ben?
Yeah, all the way along that cliff edge where that rock wall actually extends up, I think. If you're in the rocks, I believe that's the start of the OB, which you can see is really close to where the basket is.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Third hardest hole on the course, playing as a 3.3.
Let's see what Scott's got.
Gutsy playing it over the OB, but on a big hyzer line, big skip, and a roll off the log.
How was it rolling through that grass, man?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Checks up about 10 feet before the OB. That would have been devastating. There is drop zone only off the tee here.
Really? Oh, my.
Yeah.
Justin with the forehand play, he is fading towards OB.
And, finds it. And Justin actually didn't know that it was drop zone only. He assumed he got to play it from there.
Oh.
And he finds out right about now.
That's sad.
Oh, no. Yeah.
That's why the man made caddy books.
Yeah. And
Chris,
Chris
gets a fade.
Nailed this shot last year, but this one.
Huh?
No.
No? Oh,
He stays out of the parking lot, but not out of the OB.
heartbreak.
Mm.
And Lewis needs to put it in or put it in real close.
Yeah, definitely a pressure shot here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he nails it. That's
He
great.
did. On a line, man.
Oh, but he just catches those bushes just a
Did
little
he?
short.
Okay.
He's got a putt.
He does.
That's makeable.
Nathan, probably not thinking birdie, just playing for a smart par. And, yep, he's
Yeah.
fading well away from OB.
Not bad at all.
No fooling with that stuff.
Can I brag a little, Ian?
Do it.
I got this birdie.
Did you really?
I did.
Dude, nice, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Put a
Flex
huge, one of my better flex forehands, yeah, and then
Which-
probably about a 50-footer downhill.
Throwing a boss or what'd you rip?
I think it was a boss, yeah.
Nice, dude. There's Nathan just laying it for his smart par, just like he played it, and Lewis absolute must get here for the
Yeah.
2.
Oh, no.
No.
Couldn't have been much
Man.
closer.
Seriously. Oh. And Scott to really just cement this thing right now with a birdie. God, he's so clutch.
Oh, there it is.
You know,
that was
he's
clutch.
so clutch.
Yeah.
Uh,
Big sports fan, he loves those clutch moments, and I'm
Mhm.
sure he sees himself in them and puts himself in them,
he
delivers.
does a lot, He's in that situation more than most people,
Yeah.
Because he's always at the top of these tournaments he's playing in the Northwest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get
true.
a lot of opportunity to practice these pressure putts, and it shows. He
Mhm.
just does not collapse.
Right.
There is Lewis with the par, but again, that'll lose a stroke to Scott. With one hole left to go, that lead is looking pretty insurmountable.
Yeah.
We'll check it out here in a second, though, after Justin dropped in the double. And there is, 3-stroke lead for Scott. It's got to take a pretty epic screw up and something crazy from Lewis. But looks...
If there's a hole that provides big swings, it's an
Yeah.
island hole. And
This is
sure
true.
enough, here we go. 245 downhill, and there's your island. The flags weren't in yet when we did the drone footage, but
Okay.
that's about it right there. You got probably, let's say 50 feet around that basket on all sides. And
So-
there's usually a bit of wind.
Is it USDGC style? We got a drop zone.
We have drop zone.
Okay, that's nice. Oh, Withers with a Firebird forehand. Looking
So,
to put
yeah.
this thing away.
Withers is probably looking at a 4 at worst here. So Lewis
now
would
he's
have
looking
ace. And
And no, he's
Too
looking at 2.
Yeah.
Game over.
yeah.
Finish him.
Right.
Here's Lewis with the overhand.
And a nice, little curl.
He's in?
I think he's in. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Neat play out of him.
Yeah.
Nathan. Little wide. Hopefully it comes back in time.
Yeah. And yeah. Good play. Looks like he's safe.
Cool. Chris. Red discs,
Yeah.
man.
Coming in hot. Yeah. There it is. But
You
well
got it?
placed. Yeah.
Nice. And Justin looking to come back from that double, finish strong, keep 3rd place.
Looking nice, but a little bit of air underneath it.
Get down.
Oh no! And he's that far.
Really?
B. Oh no! And he's getting the safe signal.
Oh no! No!
Oh,
Those are the worst, man.
Oh yeah. It was not
Oh.
safe. Mm.
Well, hopefully that was his friend playing a joke on him.
Yeah.
There it
Oh,
is. My
no.
goodness!
Wow, he almost threw it in.
Almost Canada Circle 3P.
Yep.
Oh,
And-
Lewis.
Oh, Lewis just spits out 2.
How did that one not stay in?
I don't know. Probably wind.
Yeah, true. Nathan gives it a good bit, but not so much. Here is Chris trying to finish strong, and that he does.
Yeah, nice putt there. Yeah, Chris, really one of the better up-and-coming players here.
He's got game, man.
Yeah, you guys really should go back and watch the 2018 version of this tournament. Chris played some great golf there. And, I've been watching the scoreboards in Oregon a lot more this past year, and he's up there at pretty much all the tournaments.
There is Nathan ending his tourney.
Yep.
Here's Lewis doing the same with a par.
Yep.
here is for the win. Scott Withers,
Can he do
back-to-back
it?
champ.
I'm feeling confident he's going to take this win home.
I think so. I'm
Maybe
clutching my
because
pearls, but I'm pretty
I
sure.
edited the video, but yep. Oh, sure enough. Yeah,
He pulled it out.
there it is.
Man,
believe
he
he got a-
battled back there. He was sitting 2 back. You know, in this 9. So.
Oh yeah, no, that was a great way to finish right there. Lewis did put the pressure on him, and he fought right back. Sure enough, that's what it took.
Yep.
I want to give a big shout out to tournament director Mike Bayshore, also helped design the course. Elijah Rydell on the catch cam. Steve Aliberti, all his contributions with the drone footage, photography, and everybody else who helped out with this. And here's your top 10.
Oh, we get some people sneak in.
Yeah, Jared and Ryan Robinson and Nathan Ryan tying Justin for 3rd. And then familiar Sean Kirk, Mo Lockwood,
Nice.
and Mike Bayshore himself tying for 10th.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, that's all we got for the Battle of Bachelor. Ben, thanks a ton.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Okay, see you.